Hello everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of HyperRogue. Wow, there's a bunch of orbs up here, right? Just, in this way? I thought that I saw a bunch of orbs, and then I walked in that direction, but it's so easy to get lost when you're backtracking even a little bit in a shape like this. And so I think I actually didn't circle around properly, and I just went into a totally different place. Because there weren't nearly as many orbs as I thought I saw. Not orbs, treasures. Ooh, here's a bunch. So I don't know. Some of it is... I was talking about, like, playing to win. That's the name of the paper! Playing to win. It's not a paper so much as an article. A blog, who knows. What is the difference between those anyway? Like, proper citations? I don't know. Let's just melt our way in here. So I would like to have mastery over the game's mechanic. I'm already at 25? I thought I was just getting started. Wow. Let's head to the northwest to get to that land of eternal motion then, huh? Anyway, I'd like to believe that I have mastery over the game's mechanics before I start choosing for myself how I think it's interesting to play the game. Let's accept the game as it is first. Shoot, I should have walked away sooner. And then later, I think I'll feel more qualified to offer game design advice in the form of, Jesus, this is boring, which is how I currently feel about the collecting all the dead orbs for the Orb of Yendor quest. This is boring, why would anyone ever do it? I gotta slow down a bit to take out a couple enemies. Let's not stand there, huh? Or there. And then, if I still reach the same conclusion that I think it's boring, but not actually hard, then I just won't do it again. I'll define what I consider to be win conditions that are more interesting to me. In the same way that, like, people do for lots of roguelikes. You know, you have what's often called conduct runs, where you're like, I don't want to... Just winning the game isn't enough for me. I want to win the game without ever attacking any monsters or whatever, right? That's a way that you can sort of extend the lifetime of a flexible game like a roguelike by inserting your own additional rules, your own criteria for success. I see land over there? Okay. And, like, you can... I think there's something called, like, a Hyperstone victory, which is sort of a distinct victory condition from getting Orbs of Yendor. Somehow, like, getting 10 treasures in every kind of land, even though there are, like, 80 of them. Or some ridiculous number. Maybe 80. It seems like it must be an exaggeration, but maybe it's not. And so, for the moment, I think that the way I can best achieve that goal of getting a win is still to get 25 treasures in a couple of select lands, but certainly not all of them. And I should be more careful to avoid getting extra treasures in lands where I don't plan to get 25, because all it does is make things more difficult. If I get to the point where I can win regularly, then I'll start thinking about picking up more treasures so as I go for, say, a high score win. I forgot, this is going to blow up the treasure. Whatever, we'll go get this one. Because picking up more treasures will help you get a higher score, right? You'll... if I can say... Like, right now I have 11. If I left now, that'd be more than 10, and I've survived the extra risk of fighting all the monsters. I would get a better score at whenever I end up dying my score after getting 11 or 12 here would be better than my score of getting 11 here, and it wouldn't be any more dangerous after having picked these up. The danger is in the time I'm spending right now while I try to increase this score, while I try to get to 25. Oh. Alright, I think we're dead? No. Let's kill this guy so I can run away better. Yes, very good. Okay, cool. Right, then once I can win more regularly if I want, I can start looking at ways to improve my score. Right now, I think that picking up these orbs these treasures is increasing my win rate by dropping more orbs of speed in the particularly dangerous parts of the game. I could be wrong about that, and that it's not the best way to win, but that's what I think. And it seems like I can manage it with relative safety? Maybe? Let's just let these guys come to me, and then I'll go grab another orb. Or treasure. It's gonna be a little tough to pick that up without... to kill these guys without destroying that treasure up there, huh? Maybe I'll just come down here, accept that that one treasure is being destroyed. Uh-oh, what happened? Why am I not dead yet? This should be checkmate, shouldn't it? No, I can run southeast and then die. Oh, I'm not dead! Ha! Man, heptagons are amazing. So this is like super dangerous, and maybe not worth the trouble. I don't know. On the other hand, we're still alive, and that's what counts. Is it good for my win rate overall? Well, I'm not really qualified to say as somebody who's never won. But I do... This is fun, and so there's some argument. Hey, it's fun. Just do it. But I don't know. Like I said, I would like to be able to do things that are good for my win rate. A minefield, okay. And then once I can win on occasion, I'll start tailoring how I play towards other goals. But okay, so we picked up 25 in the two lands that I think I feel most comfortable with. It would be nice to pick up 25 in Bomber, or in Minefield land, but evidently I am not good enough. Can I... Okay, I don't see any way to advance the southeast yet. Well, this will do it. Okay, now I can just pick these up. Oh, perfect. And then grab these as well. Yeah. So one thing I've noticed is that I can't keep up very good commentary in a minefield. If I slip up just a little, it's so easy to die. So the tile southwest certainly has a mine, and I'm standing on only one mine here, so I can move any direction I like except southwest, and I choose to go eastish. Fine. This is getting us towards a couple of the eggs here. Now we can just walk... Oh, look at all these. Still no mines next to me. Now there are. Oh. Okay. Let's go grab this one over to the east. Alright. So, 25, 25, 10. A good start. Now I kind of just want to leave. Oh, look at that! Just as I say it, an exit appears headed to Ivory Tower, which is fun. So let's head over there. Yeah, sell without mine. That is what this says. Southeast, still sell without mine. Okay, looks like we might have a bit less of an easy time getting in. We might have to actually defuse some mines. Okay. So the tile northwest has only one mine, and that's the one directly north of it. So we can step here and then north again. Sadly, this is not enough to prove the entrance is safe, because there are two mines next to here. And I only know where one of them is. Can I do anything with the area south of here? Yes, I can. I know ordinarily, with just these two single one tiles, the one south of me and southeast, I wouldn't be able to make progress. However, because they sort of intersect but don't overlap, or neither one strictly covers the other, and I can't prove where mine of either one actually is. However, because there's a bomber bird egg 2 tiles south, I know that the tile directly south of me, it only has one other adjacent square, which is the one southeast of it. So I know that over here and then east is safe, because the tile southwest is the one with the mine. And likewise here, I know the tile southwest has a mine, and that's the one mine, so I can go northeast in here. Great. Now, what is that? It's an orb of friendship. So I'm going to head into the ivory tower, but everything I've ever done in an ivory tower leads me to believe that I'm going to make my way back to, if not this exact minefield door, one very nearby. So I'm probably going to have to slog my way through that same minefield again on the way out. But okay, here we are, ivory tower. How do we start climbing? Go east. Do I see any... no treasures yet. Okay. This way seems fine. Okay, I'll just kill this guy off and head up. This is not the right way to go, is it? It's fine. We'll wait for this gargoyle. Down he goes. I see. I was expecting that not to create new land, but it did because the ladder tile south of me is holding it up. Okay. Oh, I can't go this way. Whoops. There was a treasure over here, but I can't really get to it, so never mind. Let's just climb up this ladder. Up here. Ivory Towers... I have not had the best... Well, I've had a fun time in here, but it hasn't been a safe time. Oh, don't you turn into a wall on top of my treasure, buddy. Nobody gets between me and my treasure. Yeah, we can go up this way, curve around here, and eventually make it to that treasure. There's a lot of gargoyles incoming all of a sudden. So we need to take a moment to thin the herd. Make sure they don't get to surround me. I'm gonna have a bit of a tough time here, huh? There we go. Well. Huh, okay. I was trying to go kind of east from here, but it's looking a little tricky to do that. I mean, I can do that, that's fine. There's a figurine just on... I'm gonna go around on the south side of this, the bottom side, I guess, of this ladder. I've finally learned the lesson that it's much, much easier to cover distances the lower you are. Just the bottom side of the platform versus the top is dramatically shorter. Where to? Ugh, already got disoriented. I guess we can head west this way. I think we should be able to pick that one up. Yeah, just... Oh, well, no, there's no platform leading over there, is it? Hmm. Okay, well, we can go for this guy here. There's one way up to the top there, but I don't want to climb that high. Plus, I don't see how I would, so... Let's see if I can do better without having to climb quite so high. Because climbing that high really magnifies the distances you have to go. Nothing to stand on here, yeah. More enemies coming. Let's wait for them to get to us, make sure we've got good timing on them. This guy will arrive in 2 turns, the one north of us. The one west, 1, 2, 3, 4 turns, and the one east, 1, 2, 3, 4 turns. So I need to adjust that a little, or they'll both arrive at the same time and kill me. Let's see. I could jump up in the air towards the closest one, attack him, and fall towards this guy. That takes care of the problem. Now we kill this guy and this guy. Great. Anyone else coming? Doesn't look like it. We can get to this figurine, no problem. And in fact, some more over there. To the west. Yeah, don't move through the platform. This way. We're exposing quite a few new tiles, huh? Hence a bunch of monsters. Okay, great. Now, I actually want to avoid picking up that treasure. We're not going for a high score here. We're going to try to win. And that means making this area as friendly as possible, with as few monsters as possible, so we can make our safe escape. And then if we have to, we can duck into an ivory tower later, maybe, without it having a million monsters in it. Alright, more gargoyles coming. Let's try to head them off at the pass. Don't let them pile up. That ladder is gone, which is fine. Which way is shorter here? West, I guess. So anybody want to place bets on whether we get to the exact same minefield on the way out? I'm betting yes. Or the exact same section of the minefield, even. It will be the same minefield, guaranteed, so nobody's putting smart money on that bet. But it's starting to look to me like it's going to be the same section again. It's just so much easier to fall that way, you know? And we keep running into dead gargoyles, so... yeah, just down here is where we came in. Do I want to go out that way? Nah, we'll go east, see what happens. If there's mines, we'll go a different way. No mines next to me. Great. Okay, still no mines next to me. A good outcome. We want to get away from this place and towards some other exit and not pick up more treasures. They just make the game harder. No mines next to me. Got it. Oh, what's that to the south? A living fjord. Yikes. Those are so scary. They're not that bad most of the time, and then a water elemental turns up and just absolutely ruins your day. They really have a big impact. So I think I'm going to pass on that. This minefield is safe enough for now. I don't need to run away in a big hurry. Up to the north, a desert. That would be quite welcome. So the tile north of me has 3 mines, right? That's red. I'll step on it just to confirm. Yes. That means that this tile has all but 1 tile safe, and I can go up here. Yes, I know there's 1 mine next to me. It's the one northwest, so we'll step away. Still only 1 mine. It's still the tile northwest. Southwest, rather. So I'll step northwest. Now there are 2 mines. But I know that those are the 2 south of me with the that the 3 is next to, so I can still continue walking blithely away. No mines next to me. Great. Still no mines next to me. Okay. I will step on this bomber bird egg just to get out of here a little bit more easily. Okay, and we're into the desert. Great. Now I can get my hands off the mouse and back onto the keyboard, where I would rather have them. I don't know. Arguably, if I make enough mistakes that I think it's worth using the keyboard in minefields, I should use the mouse in minefields. I should use it everywhere. But I don't think that's a good argument to make. I do well enough with the keyboard movement keys elsewhere, and in most situations that I get into, one misstep is not such a big deal. When I get into a spot where a single misstep would be a big deal, I can switch the keyboard to the mouse then. And in the meantime, I'm making all my moves faster so that I don't have to stay focused on everything for quite as long. I don't know. Managing your attention span is, I think, an important part of winning a roguelike. Maybe it's less so in a game like this where anything that hits you kills you. You kind of have to always avoid getting into a dangerous situation. But I think that as you get better at this game, better than I am, you learn to recognize upcoming dangerous situations much further away. Just like in Crawl, you should realize the situation is dangerous long before you get to like 20% of your HP or whatever. So, do I really want to head into the Red Rock Valley? I don't think I have a good enough grasp on how to build stairs to the treasure here. I think I just don't have a good enough grasp on how to do that it's safe. And the rock worms, or rock snakes, or whatever they are quite formidable opponents if you don't have a plan to deal with them. So I would rather stay in the desert for now. Of course, having 10 treasures in here does make the area more difficult, but it's not that bad. I think it's better than trying to pick up 10 treasures in a Red Rock Valley area. The main thing is I have to pay more attention to enemy spawns to keep them under control. The main threat in here is the sandworms, really. Not because they'll get you by themselves, they're super easy to run away from, but because if you spend much time running away from the sandworms, you are revealing a lot of new tiles, and thereby attracting many cultists, or desert men. So we found, oh, can't go in the crossroads that way. We found a crossroads, which is perfect, that's where I wanted to go. Now we can look around for fun new places to explore and get more treasures. There's dry forest, ocean, Windy Plains is hard. I don't know about going there right now. Jungle and vineyard. So we have sort of 4 options for where to go if you exclude the Windy Plains. They're all sort of reasonable. I think I ought to be able to handle jungle. Dry forest is a little scary. Oh, there's another thing even further east? What is it? Can I see it yet? I can't. I could walk towards it, but I don't really want to go to the dry forest that badly. Let's just head over here to the jungle. And as I have mentioned previously, a single ivy is no threat at all. The threat is getting surrounded by multiple ivies, or eagles arriving. What is that to the north? A ruby. Okay. Orb of Speed is quite valuable, way over to the north, if I can get there. This is just a single ivy to the north, so I could maybe kill it off. Yeah, no problems there. Don't see any other bad guys. Let's grab this Orb of Speed. Head west to grab this ruby. And now we can make use of our extra speed to trim some ivies if we want. Or, on the other hand, there's a ruby just lying on the ground over here, right? Several. This ivy is close enough that it should be quite easy. Oh, interesting. Because I attacked it on the first half of my speed attack, I guess, it hasn't had a chance to retract yet. Does that mean I can hit the other one and they'll both die? Interesting. We're up to 8 of these guys. Let's leave these 2 ivies to the west alone. I only want to engage one at a time, ever. If we can. There's a hive down there. We're already up to 154 kills. Mostly slime beasts. Alright, here comes an eagle. There we go. They're a big, big threat in jungle. They would be a big, big threat anywhere, really. Anything that can move at speed 2 can make a lot of progress towards surrounding you in conjunction with some other enemy. There's a ruby out in the open southeast. Can I get there without angering too many ivies? I think so. Okay, that's our 10th ruby. We're up to 91 total treasures, which is lovely. I see on the horizon an eagle and a giant ape at similar distances to me. I'm not sure if it's exact, but it's similar. So what I'm going to do is run towards the eagle, who's going to close the distance much more quickly that way. And that buys me the right tempo to kill off the ape. There's a great wall to the southwest. Another red rock valley, huh? That's a little bit dubious. I think I'll pass. I haven't figured that place out yet, and I'm not really inclined to figure it out. I'd rather get treasures from some places that I understand better. I feel like I'm quite hemmed in by all these ivies, actually. The spaces between them are larger than they look, but they're not enormous. And so continuing to run southeast, I feel like I could run into some issues. There's a very large open expanse to the west-northwest kind of direction. But that's kind of backwards, isn't it? I guess not. You can't ever backtrack in this game, and so even though that feels like kind of backwards from where I was before, I'm pretty sure it's completely unexplored terrain. Because I would have picked up the... well, I guess I wouldn't have picked up the rubies, actually. Let's step southwest here. What I need to do is make sure that I can't possibly end up somewhere that both an ivy and the eagle are attacking me. I don't think there even is any space where I can guarantee that. But where would it be most likely? Oh, actually, of course I can guarantee it, because the ivies are dormant and aren't going to grow this turn. So I'll step, and then maybe one of them will become active, but it won't grow until I've already killed the eagle. So anything I do is going to work here. So let's walk towards the most open area, like here. Fine. Now, if I... ooh, there's another giant ape. 2 of them over in the east there, huh? If I just pass the turn, I risk the ivy growing towards me. I assume it will. I don't understand exactly how ivy works, but it probably biases towards the player. And then I'd be adjacent to this ape and the ivy, which I don't like. So let's just trim this ivy a bit. Get the ape. It's getting very, very frightening here now, so let's walk away. Now we've got the breathing room we need to deal with the ape. Good thing, just in time, because here's an eagle. Wow, get me out of here. I would take a Red Rock Valley now. What is that to the south? It's a Great Wall. I don't know what's behind there. Just about anything would be fine with me. Oh, icy land with 25 treasures, maybe not, huh? An Orb of Storms, okay. Well, right now we're managing. I'm not going to run into a place that has had 25 treasures collected now. Unless things get a lot worse. Up to the northeast, an ocean. That's perfect. Just have to get there. Yeah, and of course this orb will help. The giant ape is a problem, but I think it's fine. I can walk towards the amber, he'll get closer. I'll attack the amber, he'll be closer. Yeah, not amber. You guys know what I mean. The ivy. Got me there just in time. Don't pick it up. Don't pick it up. Now, the problem with this ocean, as you can see, is the tide has come all the way in. So I can't really go in yet. Oh, there I can. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm fine here. Maybe tough to get out of this ocean. But, you know, we can always go to Rolia. I actually went and did some research. Can you believe it, guys? Research on how to pronounce that. Since I am not really a Lovecraft aficionado. Whoa, yikes. This is scary. Walk through heptagons. That's how you fight things. Come up here. Yes, that took care of one of them. Now walk through another heptagon. I was looking up how to pronounce Reliet, or how to pronounce R''Lyeh. Because I don't want to sound like a total bozo. And I'm sure there are people out there who are very enthusiastic about such things. And I didn't actually find any canonical, like, source of truth. There seemed to be 3 pronunciations that that anyone uses. And nobody seems to have particularly strong opinions about any of them. There's something close enough to what I say. I think it was basically Reliet, like, but that also seems to be the least popular opinion of the ones that were at all respected. The other 2 were Relay and Relia, and I can sort of see all of those. I still like mine better. If I had discovered that no one ever says it that way, I might have changed my mind. I might have caved to the, I guess, peer pressure. Whirlpool. I still don't know what the deal is with whirlpools. Yeah, towards the center or clockwise. So, I don't know how you ever get out of that. I guess, like, you maybe hop from boat to boat to get out? Like, each boat can only go clockwise, and the boat you're in can only go clockwise or towards the center. But you can probably find boats and switch to go, like, to a boat that's further out, I guess. All the same, I don't want to mess with it now. What is that down there? An orb? No, it's not an orb. It's amber. Oh, it's in a boat. I was like, how can there be treasure if the... Whoa. Oh, I see. The pirate has it. I wasn't sure how there could be treasure if there was no land, because all the amber I've ever seen in an ocean is on land. But I guess that pirate had some. Interesting. Okay, and we're up to 9 amber, which is like... Obviously, it's only 1 away from being 10. Let's take out these albatrosses. And we're done with ocean. So I want to head back towards... Oops, I picked up some more amber. Oh well. Head back towards land. And there it is. It's really, yeah, indeed. So that's sort of what I was hoping. Because Rolia is a fun place. You know, maybe someone who knows more about the mythology would beg to differ and say that it's in fact a quite unpleasant place. But from the perspective of playing this game, I have a good time here. It's challenging, but not overbearing. And the Temple of Cthulhu in the middle is just a cool example of one of the things you can do in hyperbolic space, which is like, that's why we're all playing this game, or why I'm playing and you guys are watching. I don't know, maybe you're playing as well. You could try it out. It's pretty cheap and totally worth some money. I mean, I'm not going to say it's worth any amount of money, but you know, there is some amount of money that it's worth. Right now, it's like only costs $2.50, so it's hard to imagine. You know, I mean, if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. You can get the free version, which is just like this, but has not quite as many lands. I don't know which ones are missing from the previous version. Maybe I should look that up. But I don't think I've even accessed all available lands, much less gone to them, so... And I've put in, I don't know, like a dozen hours or something. Which, you know, for a roguelike, is a dozen hours a lot? It's some. There was a temple up this way, but I guess I've completely lost it already. Let's use this temple instead. And I do enjoy this temple experience of just diving into deeper and deeper sub-temples. I want to test a hypothesis here, which is, so I missed a grimoire on level 2, and indeed, I can make up for it by picking up 2 grimoires on level 3. So you can't use shallower grimoires to make up for deeper ones. You can't pick up 10 on level 1. But if you miss one on level 1, and you go all the way to level 10, you can pick up 10 there if you wanted. It's not like a good plan, but you can do it if you want. So that's good to know. It means I don't have to be too fastidious about picking up every one of these guys that I can reach, or picking one up even in each area. Like, I'm gonna skip one on that depth and just pick up these 2 here. Should be dramatically easier than trying to mess with those hands. We're up to 5 grimoires, alright, so this should be 6 here. I mean, obviously it's 6, I can see the number, right? So the cult leaders, I don't remember running into before, but I did see in Sprite Guard's playthrough that they can push statues around. And like, it tells you right there, of course. I just saw, we right-clicked him and said he can push statues. But I don't remember noticing that in my previous visits to the Temple of Cthulhu. There's this fire cultist dude. And that's a cult leader, so we'll just knock him out. There's a cultist up north. I'm fairly sure that I can't pick up this grimoire. Well, I've already got the one from this depth, but I guess I'll try it. Maybe I'm misremembering. No, okay. Fine. Let's knock this guy out. Wasn't there a cultist just northwest? Oh, I see. He started running away for some reason. Oh, he had to go around a statue. I see. We'll just block off our path we came in by. Hello? Where are the grimoires on this floor, please? Alright, there's 2 cultists to the west, which is kind of a problem. Got him. Let's grab this grimoire here, and that's 10, so we can start heading out. I'm going to head out through a different... well, even if I wanted to head out through the same path I came in, it would be basically impossible. Even in an area like this with a bunch of concentric circles or horocycles or whatever they are, it's just like impossible to backtrack. This is way too many cultists. Holy cow. Whoa. What do I do about all this? Okay. Looks like I got that under control. So that's the problem, of course, with making a hasty retreat from an area like this, is that you expose many, many new tiles. Even though they're on the way out, they're still new. And as a result, there's a whole bunch of enemies that appear. I think we should be getting close to the end, though. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's still big statues out there, so we're not there yet. When we start seeing statues of Cthulhu, yeah, up here. This is our exit point, and the 10th statue of Cthulhu we wanted as well. And look at that, over to the east, there's a Yendorian forest! Oh man, if I go in there, I'm gonna die. Probably. Look at this, actually, I didn't even notice. Yeah, we just opened the gates of hell, so... we have our 9 different treasures already. And look at that, we're at the 120-something score, which if you guys have watched any previous episodes, you know that when we get to 120-something score, stuff is just... I don't know, I have a lot of high scores in that neighborhood, is all I'm saying. I just die shortly thereafter. So we could go up here, but it's not really advancing our cause of winning, right? We need to go unlock dead orbs, and then chill out in the crossroads for a long time, basically. We already have more treasures than we really need, right? Well, yeah, because, well, yeah. We should have made one of these unlocks be dead orbs, instead of what we actually got. In either a graveyard or a dead cave. I believe either one actually unlocks dead orbs. Icy Land, don't want to go there either. Way to the southeast, what is that? It's a Mirror Land. I guess I'll take it as just an escape from this area. Where I'd really like to go is a crossroads. Do I pick up these pickups here? They're going to make the Mirror Land probably more difficult. They summon guys that in theory help you, but it creates more monsters, and so I think it's probably not worth it. Just keep an eye out for eagles, basically, and we should be fine here. Crossroads 2, perfect. So remind me what, like, you won't find Camelot here, but otherwise it's basically just a better crossroads. So there's a rose garden over there, and a graveyard. So graveyards are pretty scary, but on the other hand, so are dead caves. And we need to do one of them to unlock dead orbs. And then we can come back to a crossroads and just farm up 1,000,000 dead orbs for this stupid Amulet of Yendor. Orb of Yendor quest. I noticed, by the way, you guys can't really... Maybe you can tell just by listening to me play. No, get out of here, you stupid snake! Oh my gosh! There's a rock snake in here. He's not allowed to use heptagonal squares, but neither am I, so I have no advantage. I have no way to run away from this dude. Oh boy. I guess the only way to run away from him is to create loops that he can't efficiently travel through, maybe? But I don't see how I could efficiently travel through those. I read that Red Rock Valley isn't supposed to spawn near graveyards for exactly this reason, that they're so strong here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Maybe what I can do is kind of juke him by getting to the opposite side of one of these graves from him. Make him choose a side and then go the other way. That's the advantage I have, is that I can turn around 180 degrees, whereas he's committed once he's chosen a direction until he gets to an intersection. So yeah, I actually desperately need to get out of this graveyard. Yeah, see, he has to... Oh no, this is not helping at all. He's still right behind me, isn't he? I don't know why I thought this would work. He can just follow exactly in my path. Jeez. The good news is, I can follow him to the exit of the graveyard. I didn't lose it like I normally lose everything in this dang game. And now I'm out of there into a place where his movement restrictions are more severe, more relevant, right? He can't take heptagons, and so I can start to lose him. I wonder if I can find an exit where you have to go through a heptagon. I don't think so. Doesn't look like there are any such places. But I can make him lose a lot of time on me by just going like this. Go through a lot of heptagons. Yeah, he's losing a lot of distance now. Okay, phew. So we still have the same task at hand, but we don't have to do it with a rockworm chasing us. Overgrown Woods? That's a fun place. But we have other things in mind. Oh, right, we can't even unlock Dead Caves because we haven't done the Living Caves. So I would have to do Graveyard if I want to unlock Dead Orbs. Do I want to? I could consider going into the Living Caves to get 10 treasures and therefore unlock Dead Caves. Are Dead Caves that much safer than the Graveyard? They don't seem that much safer, but I think they might be. I don't know. That's Hive, Ivory Tower. It's been a while since I've wandered through a crossroads for so long. I'm usually happy to just dive into whatever new land, but I'm a little more focused on the specific goals necessary to get Orbs of Yendor now. Jeez, I'm so afraid in a graveyard, though. Is it? Get out of here, you stupid shadow. Yeah, I think I might go for the cave approach instead, honestly. Getting 10 treasures in a living cave is not that bad. And then it's just a question of... Oh, there's an Orb of Speed right here, huh? Yeah, okay, I'll wait for this guy. An Orb of Speed will make the graveyard a lot more palatable. It would make any place more palatable, of course. But, yeah, go up there. Jeez. I don't know. I really still don't want to stray too far from these crossroads, because enemies being able to move better than you can is a real problem. It's a shadow again. What is his deal? Like, he wants to keep a certain distance from you? I don't know. Weirdo. Yeah, I'm gonna try to just scout this graveyard from the outside for somewhat easy treasures, I think. Here we go. Okay, check for monsters. It's just this ghost. And let's go back the way we came. I can't defeat the shadow? What? Weird. Okay, we're just picking these up a couple at a time, and it's going fine. Look at that. An Orb of Speed and an Orb of Storms. So I'm going to pick up the Orb of Storms. Oh, shoot. There's a dang hedgehog right there, huh? Well, I guess we just have to kill him then. Oh, I forgot! I didn't have to use that. You don't have to attack a hedgehog to kill it, like most monsters. So that was just a total waste. I could have just picked up the Orb of Speed and skedaddled. We're up to 6, now 7 of these guys. Still want to keep... There's an Orb of Speed over there, but I honestly don't want to chase it down because I might lose track of the graveyard, or the crossroads. And I think that that's my most important resource right now, is nearness to an escape. Because I don't really feel up to fighting a bunch of monsters in a graveyard. I've learned to respect how bad it is to have the heptagons missing for the player. Oh, there's an Orb of Speed right there. Yeah, gimme. Okay, let's keep an eye on the crossroads. Try not to lose it. Is there any treasure we could get? Yes, we can go over this way still without losing sight of the crossroads. Okay, we're up to 10. So if I understand correctly, that does unlock dead orbs, and they will now begin to appear in crossroads. And we can just forget about that graveyard forever. Land of Storms is fun, Overgrown Woods fun, but right now I'm looking for a bunch of dang dead orbs. I'd like to find a Crossroads 1, actually. What are you doing here, Gargoyle? Get out of here. Oh, the other thing is I have to find Hell, I suppose. Which is right there. I found it. Because we have to get all the Demon Daisies and so on to unlock Orbs of Yender. I suppose now is as good a time as any, really, to go in. Although I don't want to be near that Icy Lands, because there's a bunch of monsters from there. Okay. Let's explore a little bit more. Lose all those monsters who've already generated. Hop in here. Oops, I accidentally passed the turn. Let's just kill this running dog. And go hunting for Demon Daisies. We could employ the same strategy of staying near the exit, which I think would be the optimal play. Actually, I'm a little bit worried about the high contrast mode here. I'm worried it's going to make it hard for me to tell greater demons from lesser demons, and I might charge into a situation that's a lot more frightening than I think it is. An Orb of Speed, though, huh? That's pretty nice. Okay, that's 7. 8. I'm already on the lookout now for an exit. So we have 10 Demon Daisies. Doesn't that... Yes, look for Orbs of Yendor in Hell or in the Crossroads. So now I want to find a Crossroads, and I can farm up 1,000,000 dead orbs there, and eventually an Orb of Yendor that I want to collect. I don't think I want to leave through there. I think where I am now is safer, even though it is Hell. A vineyard? If I don't collect too many treasures there, it could be safer than here. But the terrain there can be quite tricky. you can run into some trouble there. Whereas in Hell, everything that can chase you is pretty slow. I think I'm gonna keep looking, try to find a better place to run to. Right, that's a lesser demon. Just bop him and go. Alchemist Lab, yeah, I mean, I love Alchemist Labs, but we made them pretty dangerous by picking up 25 treasures there. The Great Wall to the north. Land of Power, I've never seen that. I saw it in a video, but I didn't know what the deal was. Yeah, I don't care about the Orb of Winter. What is the Land of Power, please? The Land of Power is filled with ever-burning fire, magical orbs, and guarded by witches and golems. That sentence structure is not right. Because it sounds like it is filled by, guarded with witches and golems. That's what the sentence means. They should just say filled with ever-burning fire and magical orbs, comma, and guarded by witches and golems. The first comma is no good. Anyway, there are basic orbs lying everywhere, and more prized orbs are kept in crystal cabinets. Witches are allowed to use all the powers of the basic orbs against intruders. These powers never expire, but a witch can only use one power at a time, not counting orbs of life. Witches and golems don't pursue you into other lands. Also, most orb powers are drained when you leave the Land of Power. You need 10 Demon Daisies. Yikes. So A, that's a pretty scary late game place, and I don't want to go there. But also B, where I am right now is pretty sketchy. There's demons closing in on me from several directions. And I don't know if the fact that they're slow is enough to make me content. I think I'm just going to step northwest, kill this guy. There's some greater demons over to the west. I'm pretty close to the... I've killed 8 lesser demons, so I'm pretty close to what it takes to kill some greater demons if I have to, but I don't want to have to. I don't want to get into that situation. I'd rather just run away from all these greater demons. And utilizing... Oh, okay, so A, over to the west is a minefield, which I would happily take. But B, there's an Orb of Speed here. Oh my gosh, did I lose the minefield already? This place, this game, man. I thought I could just detour to grab the Orb of Speed, but evidently, no. It's like... It didn't seem that far. Red Rock Valley? I'll take it. We'll look for a crossroads from there instead of from here. Crossroads 3. Not exactly what I'm looking for, I think, but maybe it is. Maybe a Crossroads 3 is fine. Good, there are dead orbs here. That's exactly what I wanted. The thing about a Crossroads 3, I think, is that there's a lot... Speed orb, dead orb. There's a lot less Crossroads land versus like other lands. The ratio is lower. Finding a surprising number of dead orbs this early, I'm happy with that. I think it's just a coincidence and we'll soon run into a shortage. An Orb of Speed, but there's an evil golem? What is his deal? I see. He's like... He's guarding the entrance. So you can't just step onto this tile without at least an Orb of Speed or something to kill him. But it doesn't even matter because most orb powers drain when you leave. How are we for time? This is kind of a long episode. I don't think we're going to finish the game in a single episode here. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. And I'll try collecting these dead orbs on camera, but if it goes really long, I might just abandon that episode and collect them off camera instead. And then next episode, hopefully we can try out the Endor quest and see if we can manage to get a win under our belts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.